hello from me, Lazarus IDE. Welcome to the next lesson in the course on Introduction to Lazarus IDE. We are currently working on my second part of my book, Introduction to Lazarus IDE, and we have reached Chapter 4, More Components in Lazarus IDE. Last time we looked at the toolbar component, and now we're going to look at a the action list component. Let's open the PDF file. The action list is the only element of the standard ribbon that we haven't looked at yet. In principle, I have long wanted to tell about this component, but I did not do it in the first part of my book, because I thought it would seem too complicated for you as a beginner. But now in the second part, which assumes that you've read the first, and you already have more experience, so we're going to introduce it here. What is an action list? This is a container for an action, 2.TAction. Each 2.TAction, in turn, is like a program that we can associate with buttons, menus, or keyboard shortcuts. The result is that when the given action is executed, all related controls respond automatically. What is the point of using this component? Generally speaking, it is used mostly in more complex programs, giving the following advantages: reduces code duplication by a large margin, compactness. A single piece of code can be linked to many controls. Easy change. We only change the code in one place and that will work for all connected controls. Automatic synchronization. All connected controls will automatically sync. Built-in support for keyboard combinations. No need to write additional code for such shortcuts. I'm giving an example, visual, for its actual use in the Lazarus IDE itself. Here's what part of the menu is for us. Here are the bars up here. Here too you can see that the components open, save and save as are in two places. In the file menu here and in the bar at the bottom, right here. So in this tape, and here I showed the part of it where they are. There it is. Open, save, save as. Let's assume that we make a similar program ourselves, and if we include them in the context menu, that is, with the right button they will be displayed, then we will have to duplicate this code in 3 places. So one time doing this bar, one time doing this one, and one time right-clicking on the context menu, in 3 places we will have the same code. Practically this is where we can use the action list component to simplify the code and logic of the program. Specifically, this will be implemented with the 2.TAction elements included in it. These elements accumulate all the common properties of the menu items and buttons, and also allow us to define common event handlers, which will fire themselves every time any of the elements, relating to an action, is activated. Here are the standard properties, which are predefined as actions in the action list element. So here we have edit menu, with cut, copy, paste, select Windows Elite, search menu with find and replace, help menu. Dialog menu, file menu with open with, save as, and a database menu. That concludes this tutorial. I'll be dividing it into two parts. This is actually the theoretical part, and in the next practical part we will look at a real example of working with ActionList. That's all for this lesson. Best regards.